Hi guys, so I've gotten a lot of questions about kind of how to deal with losing a parent or how I've dealt with losing my father and all of that, and I'll probably make a video later on because my dad has only been gone for about a month now, and so it's still really new to me, and so I don't know that I have that many tips to give you. But as time goes on, I will definitely keep you updated on kind of, I guess, like my grieving process and what that's been like for me. So first of all, everyone's grieving process is completely different. So what I've learned is just not to compare myself to anyone else because everybody goes through things differently. So when I first heard that my dad died, I didn't cry. Like when I first heard the words, like, Sarah, your dad passed away this morning, I was just like, okay, all right, I'll talk to you later. And I think I just hung up. And then I went to my mom's room and I was like, Dad died. And it was just really weird. It was just really weird. It was like I was not on this earth. It was just weird. I always expected, like in the movies, like as soon as you hear the words, you just like fall to the ground and you're like, you know, sobbing or whatever. And that didn't happen for me. Probably like not even like maybe an hour later when I was at SarahhRUSH, which is the show that I was doing at the time. I went there. And I was sitting backstage and I was putting, you know, all of my stuff up, putting my costume pieces up in my changing area, and then I just lost it and I just started crying and I could not stop. And I cried just forever. It seemed like I was never going to be able to stop crying. And then it would kind of go away and I would be okay for a while, and then I would cry again for a long time. And that's still how it is to this day. Like, there will be a day where I won't cry at all, and I'll be okay, but if I have to talk about it, or if that's really the thing that sets me off, if I have to talk about it, then I'll start crying. So yeah, I don't know. Also, it seems like, you know, people say that, like, time heals and with time it will get better, but for me, and maybe it's just because it's only been, you know, a month or so, it feels like it's getting worse. So like I said, when I first heard that my dad passed away, I didn't cry. And then I did cry a lot. And I was very sad. And it just seems like each day that goes by, it gets worse and worse. Like his funeral, and then the day after his funeral, and then coming home, and then just like every day that passes, it's like I realize, like, wow, I haven't talked to him in like over a month, or like, wow, you know, it just seems so much longer that I haven't, it just seems so much longer that I haven't spoken to him, and so, it's hard. One thing that I did, because I wanted to feel close to him, and this may be weird to you guys or childish or something, but it has helped me. My dad was cremated, and I took a bit of his ashes. I have 2 baggies with his ashes. The rest he wanted spread in the mountains, and so I took some of his ashes, and I have a bag of his ashes, and you can make diamonds out of cremation ashes, like actual diamonds, and different gemstones. And I always used to joke with my dad, like, I'm gonna make you into a ring, like, when you die, you're gonna be a diamond. And that's actually what I'm gonna do. Whenever I get married, I'm going to have his ashes made into a diamond, and I want that to be my wedding ring. And so that's one of the ways that I'm going to kind of make him a part of my wedding still, even though he can't be there, because it's weird. I've never thought of my wedding before, until now, that I'm like, oh gosh, like, I'm not going to have, like, a father-daughter dance, like, like, I'm not going to have him to walk me down the aisle, you know, and all those things. Another thing I did with his ashes, which is the part that I think you guys might be like, oh, a little weirded out about or think is a little childish. I went to Build-A-Bear workshop and I actually had like the little pack of their ashes, and they actually have a special heart that you can put it in. So it's like a little baggie, and then you put it in the big heart, and then you can put it in a stuffed animal. And I put him in here, and it's a bunny because bunnies are just kind of special to us. So yeah, my dad is in here. I don't know how he would feel being in a little bunny, but it's good because I can hold him and like feel like he's close to me. Things that I've learned since losing a parent, I've learned that life is so short, and I know people say that all the time, but when something like this happens, you realize like it is so short. And so if you have a parent that is still alive and you haven't talked to them today, like, please call them and just say hello and that you love them, because you honestly never know if that's going to be the last time that you get to talk to them. And the day before my dad passed, he had called me and I didn't answer the phone, and he left a message, and then the next day he was gone. So although it hurts me that I didn't answer the phone, I didn't get to talk to him that one last time, he left the best message ever. It was like 3 minutes long, and just it talked about like how proud he was of me, and just how much he loved me and stuff. And so I'm very blessed that I have that, and I listen to it a lot, and that kind of helps me to, like, you know, hear his voice and feel close to him like that. When you lose a parent, you also realize what's important in life, and it isn't materialistic things. It isn't, you know, it isn't anything that you maybe once thought it was. Like, the most important things in your life are the memories that you make and the people in your life, the relationships. And so it's really made me take a look at my life and reevaluate everything, and reevaluate who I have in my life and how I treat people that are in my life, and who my true friends are. And it's just made me realize so much, like, so many blessings have come out of this. It's unreal. You learned so much about yourself, and, you know, I never knew how painful something could be. I've never ever in my life felt pain like this before. And I've also never realized, like, how strong I am before. Like, you realize that you can get through anything. You really can. And I would always think, like, before this happens, like, I can't deal with that. Like, I would never be able to get through that if one of my parents passed. But, like, I'm here. Like, I'm still living. I'm still, you know, going through life. And you will too. You will. And I guess the advice that I can give you is, like, it's gonna be hard, and don't push the hard times away. Like, feel your feelings, feel your grief, and feel your sadness, because that's what's gonna help you move forward. If you try to bottle that up and try to, you know, be like, no, everything's fine, everything's great, you're not fully going to heal properly. I mean, your emotions need to come out in some way. So yeah, that's really all of the advice I have for you now, because, you know, I'm still going through it. But if you ever need anyone to talk, I'm always here. You know, Sometimes you just need someone to listen to you, or someone who's been through the same thing, you know, to talk to about it. And I am always here, I promise. You know, message me on Twitter, Instagram, or leave me a comment here, send me an email. I would love to talk to you if you're in the same or similar situation. Absolutely. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye.